Hello and welcome to Kazu Art. This video is a concept art session where I have gathered references and come up with two main ideas to create two suit designs specifically for Miles. Here is one, and here is the second one. So I'm going to go through each super quick, and then I'm going to run a time lapse for you to watch. This is my first design based off of Dia De Los Muertos. The gist of this is that Miles basically crafted this suit himself, and this is an endgame suit which will give the player a special endgame mod allowing them to have a 2% chance to escape death. So the way I'm visualizing this in my mind is that whenever the player is literally about to die, there's a 2% chance that they will actually survive, and time will slow down, so the enemies will slow down, and the player can have, let's say, 2 to 3 seconds to quickly evade the area so they can heal. So yeah, that's the main idea of this suit, and now I want to go over some of my design choices, so let's go over that. I wanted this suit to be recognizable as Miles, so I kept the recognizable black undersuit and red webbing, and then some of the red armor plating, like right here, here, or here. And that's basically that. And then for the theme, I wanted to add in some painted bone limbs, like right here and here. Also for the mouth and neck areas, I think that works pretty well. I added in a vest as well with some flower designs, which I tried to switch up and vary. This one doesn't have any because it has flowers on the shoulders instead. Also for this one, I added in a painted mask design so I could see what that looks like, and I'm glad I tried that out. Otherwise, I added in a spiderweb design here on this vest, on the back and on the front as well, and switched things up by adding in pants. And then on the middle design here, I added in a top hat, which I thought was a pretty silly idea to go for, but I tried it anyway, and I think it might actually work. And yeah, lastly, I want to go over the skeletal design of the spider for the back and the front. I think this works pretty well for the theme, and I added in some variations between each design here, but not too much because I want this to be quite recognizable. So yeah, that's basically my design philosophy for the first design, and now I'm going to go over the second design. So here we have the second design. The idea for this suit is that this is a super high-tech futuristic suit, and these blue crystals essentially power up the suit itself. So all of the webbing on these suits is basically lit up, and the main idea for this suit is that these crystals, because they power the suit, they actually add enhancements to Miles's lightning based abilities. So this is an endgame suit that would actually give the player an endgame special mod that would decrease the cooldown of his lightning based abilities a little bit. Not too much because then it would be completely OP, but just enough to make getting this suit worth it within the game. So yeah, like I said before, the webbing is basically lit up. The visors are also lit up. For this first design here, I had the spider legs light up as well, and essentially this would be like silver or some kind of metallic armor, and then this would be gold right here. I added in some shoulder guards, forearm guards, and knee guards. Number 3 is starting to become my favorite because of the crystal mohawk design. I thought that was a super fun idea to try out, and I think it turned out pretty well. And for number 2 and number 3, as opposed to number 1 with the lit up spider legs, the spider design on the back and on the front of number 2 is crystal based, except for this area, which is gold. And then for number 3, the whole thing is basically crystal based. So that's how I varied up those designs. And then for number 2, I actually went all out with this crazy idea of having the entire arm be crystal based, so I could see what that looks like. I added in a gradient to make it more visually appealing, and I'm glad I tried out that idea because it makes number 2 stand out visually from number 1 and number 3 a lot. So yeah, that's my talk for the day, if you will, about these suit designs. I'm going to run a time lapse of my creative process for this concept art session. And yeah, if you enjoy watching, then please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to see more. And I'll see you soon.